And then last week we talked about the Sutrah. Last week we talked about the Sutrah. Who can tell me what the Sutrah is? I haven't looked yet. How many people I got raising their hand? Who can tell me about the Sutrah? Oh, Abdullah.
It's the barrier, physical barrier between you and Allah that you stand behind and make this Salah.
The Sutrah. The Sutrah, as he said, is a barrier, right, between you and Allah. This is the barrier that you put up, right? Whether it's a pillar, whether it's a wall, whether I put up a pin, something that establishes my barrier. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he used to use a spear. Okay? Whenever he made for the Eid, it said that in one of the Eid prayer that he used the spear as a sutra. In another hadith it said that he used the saddle of his camel. Right? Another hadith it said he used the legs of Aisha. Okay? So something that distinguishes that this is my barrier between me and Allah. Now with regards to this barrier, what is my stance on letting someone pass through my barrier? Where can they pass in front of this barrier?
It has to be in front of the barrier, and if possible, you should try to prevent one from passing in front of you. And if they continue to try past the first or second time of you trying to prevent them, then you must fight them in order to stop them.
Because that person would be
Shaitan.
Shaitan. Okay? So here's the deal. I'm going to give you an example. For those who weren't here last week, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, so as you know, because we read many hadiths, and those who weren't here last week, this is the hadith paper that we passed out last week. For those who didn't get it, I can make some copies, some more copies, and you guys can share it. But this is with regards to the sutra, and all the hadith with regards to the sutra, because this is a sunnah that has been lost, or this is a sunnah that has been neglected. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that when you pray, do not pray unless with a sutra. So therefore, to use a sutra or to have something in front of you when you make the salat, this is wajib. Because this is a commandment from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, so it's mandatory.
So does wajib and fard mean the same
Same
thing?
Same thing. Okay? Because this is a commandment from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that when you, even by yourself, you put up a sutra. Okay? Now the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, as we stated, I'm going to give you an example.
Can I stop you right quick? I'm having trouble understanding the sutra. When I come here to pray, where is that barrier?
Okay. For instance, if I'm praying, I'm going to put up a sutra to establish that I'm making salah. So therefore, whether it's a bowl, I'm going to use this bowl as an example. The Prophet Muhammad said, put up a sutra so that you pray to it to establish that this is your barrier of praying. The sunnah is do not let anyone pass in front of the sutra in between this area. Okay? He said if they pass, they have to pass on the other side of this barrier and it doesn't break your salah. If someone tries to pass in between this barrier, stop them. The Prophet Muhammad said if they keep trying to pass by at least 3 times, then fight that person or kill that person because that's shaitan.
Okay, my prayer with a prayer rug, is that my sutra?
No, I understand what she's saying.
Your prayer rug, that is just your musab, that is the thing that you pray on.
So when I'm in my room,
Oh, thanks. So this is not the prayer rug.
where is my sutra?
If you are praying towards the wall,
Okay.
this could be my sutra. I can pray facing a wall. I can pray facing, as long as this is a barrier that no one, they understand that as I'm praying, don't walk in between this area. I can pray towards this cooler. I can pray towards that thing. But it has to be something that distinguishes that this is my place of prayer right now. Your prayer rug, that's just what you put your hand on.
My room, my sutra?
Well, if you're in your room and you close the door, inshallah, you do that. Now, wait for the women. The sutra, okay? When you're praying individually, you have to put your individual sutra down. You come into the masjid, you make tayyatul masjid, right? You're greeting the masjid. You want to pray, right? Because we know the best prayer for the woman is the last prayer, the last row. So if you're up against the wall, you want to put something in front of you, whether it's this, whether it's a cup, whether it's a water bottle, a pen, your kufi, your purse, something that distinguishes. When you're doing your prayer individually, when you're praying behind the imam, and the imam is up here, the imam has a sutra, right? If I'm praying here, this is my sutra. I can't let nobody pass in front. If you are praying behind the imam, the sutra for everyone behind the imam is the sutra of the imam. So behind the imam, people can walk all through the rows all that they want. You can pass gas, you gotta go come back, you can walk back, there's no problem. The only thing is that whoever's the imam, he can't let nobody pass through, otherwise that invalidates everybody's salah. But when you're praying individually, your individual sutra, that's your individual sutra, you have to protect that sutra yourself. You pray behind the imam, it's the responsibility of the imam to protect the sutra for the congregation. Okay? This is mandatory. Even when you're in an open field, you should put down your sutra. Okay? This is the sunnah. Again, this is a sunnah that has been lost or neglected. People didn't go out and pray. Okay, but if I want to pass, man, you making it difficult for me because you don't have no sutra. I got to stand here and wait to pass because you didn't establish a sutra. Okay? Now again, this is a sutra that has been lost. Who can tell me the hadith? Somebody that rejuvenates a sunnah that has been lost and neglected. What's the sunnah? What's the hadith? 100 shaheeds. The one who rejuvenates a sunnah that has been lost, neglected, he gets the reward of 100 shaheeds. What's a shaheed? A martyr. Okay? And mujahid, inshallah, fi sabilillah. Okay? So this is the sutra. Okay?